Hey Solors, Player 1 from Too Much Single Player here with the 5th intro pack in this 5-part pack episode. Today's intro pack is Zendikar's Rage, which is a green and red mana pack centering around the landfall mechanic. With the green and red focus, this pack comes with 10 forests, the basic green land, and 10 mountains, the basic red land. It also comes with 1 blighted woodland, a colorless land that you can sacrifice in order to search your deck for 2 basic lands of any color and put them directly into play tapped. 2 fertile thickets, green land that comes into play tapped, but when it comes into play you can look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a single basic land and put it on top of your deck, and then put the rest on the bottom. And 3 as opposed to the other pack's 2 Evolving Wilds, the basic search your deck for land card. As far as creatures go, this pack comes with 1 Grove Rumbler, a 3/3 with trample and a landfall ability giving it +2/+2 until the end of the turn every time you put a land into play. 1 Makindi Slide Runner, a 2/1 with trample and a landfall +1/+1 until the end of turn. 1 Murasa Ranger, a 3/3 with landfall pay 4 and add 2 +1/+1 counters to itself. 1 Rot Shambler, a 1/1 that gains +1/+1 whenever one of your creatures dies. 1 Sith Leopard, a 1/1 with a landfall +1/+1 for the rest of the turn ability. 1 Valakut Predator, a 2/2 with landfall +2/+2 for the turn. 2 Broodhunter Worms, a basic 4/3 green creature. 2 Lava Step Raiders, a 1/2 with pay 3 to get +2/+0 for the rest of the turn. 2 Oran Reef Invokers, a 2/2 with pay 8 to get +5/+5 and trample for the turn. 2 Snapping Gnarlids, a 2/2 with landfall +1/+1 for the turn. 2 Territorial Baloths, a 4/4 with landfall +2/+2 until the end of the turn. 2 Tunneling Geopedes, a 3/2 with landfall deal 1 damage to opponent. And 2 Valakut Invokers, a 2/3 with pay 8 to deal 3 damage to target creature or player. The non-creature spells with this pack include 1 Retreat to Kazandu, an enchantment with landfall +1/+1 counter on target creature or you gain 2 life. 1 Retreat to Valakut, an enchantment with landfall +2/+0 to target creature for the turn or target creature can't block this turn. 1 Reclaiming Vines, a sorcery that destroys target artifact, enchantment, or land. 1 Rolling Thunder, a sorcery that deals X damage spread among any number of targets, where X is the amount of mana you choose to spend to cast it minus the required 2 red mana. 2 Seek the Wilds, a sorcery that allows you to look at the top 4 cards of your deck and choose a creature or land, reveal it, and add it to your hand. 2 Sylvan Scryings, a search your library for land and add it to your hand sorcery spell. 1 Natural Connection, a search your library for a basic land and put it into your play tapped instant spell. 1 Stone Fury, a deal damage to any creature equal to the amount of creatures you control instant spell. 1 Sure Strike, an instant spell that grants target +3/+0 and first strike until the end of the turn. And 1 Swell of Growth, which grants target +2/+2 for the turn as well as allowing you to put a land from your hand onto the field. I saved the rares in this pack for last as they're so strong in tandem with each other that it's worth pointing out. They include 1 Oran Reef Hydra, a 5/5 with trample and a landfall ability that grants itself +1/+1 whenever you put a land into play, or +2 if it's a forest. This card in a green deck can get very strong very fast, especially with a spell like the other rare in this pack, 1 Nissa's Renewal, which allows you to search your library for up to 3 basic land cards and put them into play tapped, then gain 7 life. Choose 3 forests and Oran Reef Hydra gains 6 attack and defense permanently. Oh my. In my opinion, this is a mean beatdown deck that just gets stronger every turn. With a constant flow of mana and a barrage of mid to high attack power creatures, this deck would be very difficult to counter. It has its weaknesses, sure, but overall, once it ramps up, your opponent will quickly be overrun. What do you think about it though? What cards would you swap out to make it even stronger? And which of the 5 intro packs is the strongest in your opinion? Maybe I'm biased because I enjoy a solid beatdown deck, but I think I prefer this one to the rest. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching this week-long mini-series that I'm still calling an episode. I hope you enjoyed it because I've had no time for anything else lately. If you did, please like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter at TMSP_P1. Join me next week for the Oath of the Gatewatch lead-up and maybe something special. We'll see. Until then, I'm Player 1 and I'll solo you later.